Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome back to Apartment 203. I know it's been a while, but I'm Lucas.
And I'm Renee, and today we're actually joined by a very interesting group. It's a very interesting group. Today we're gonna
Fuck, man, let's redo it. Welcome back to Apartment 203. I'm one of your hosts. Oh, fuck, that was bad.
Okay.
I gotta start like that again. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome back. I know it's been a while to Apartment 203. I'm Lucas.
And I'm Renee, and today we have a very special guest. He's actually a close friend of mine back from school. We went to the same program together, and he ended up pursuing a career in music. So we are welcomed here with him and his band, VacantSpace. They have put out some recent music. It's very good, definitely worth a listen. I recommend it. And today we're going to talk more in depth of how it took to start a band and how they're going to get recognition within being an up-and-coming band, and some of the focus between their music and their role models and kind of how they all form together. And shall we begin?
Let's do it. Let's throw it to the interview. Enjoy.
So thank you guys for being on here. Today we're joined by VacantSpace Band, so I'm here with Ariel. I'd like you to introduce your band since I feel like we're the only connection we have here.
Yeah, okay.
So take it away, man.
We're VacantSpace Band. We're from Mississauga. We've been playing for like 2 years now at venues in Toronto and wherever. And we're here at the podcast with you guys today. So.
Introduce your band.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to introduce yourself? Yeah.
I know who's taking all the money.
Yeah.
When you guys get rich, I know who's taking
I didn't even say my own name. Should I say my name? Okay. I didn't even say my name. I'm Ariel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Raph.
Clayton.
Jacob.
Very cool. Perfect. So today we kind of want to talk about mostly, it's all focused on your band. So feel free to say anything you guys like. We do have some cue cards that we're going off of today, and you do know some of them. So mostly we want to get an introduction of you personally, what you do in the band, what's your role, instruments that you play, and kind of what you take into the band. So we'll start with you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Cool. So in terms of instruments I play and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
So guitar, played since I was 13, got a guitar for my 13th birthday. I'm 23 now, so 10 years.
Nice.
And yeah, I play guitar in the band, because if I didn't, that would be weird. I just said that. Yeah, lead guitar. I've been playing with him for a while.
Yeah.
So I always had that role.
Are you guys the first two to meet from the band?
Yeah. Clayton, you're up.
So I play bass guitar, and I also do backup vocals for the band. And I've been playing. Well, I started off playing piano, and then I ended up switching over to guitar because guitar is just so much cooler than piano, right? And
Damn right.
And so
The piano community is furious right now.
But yeah, at that point I thought, playing guitar would be like pretty cool. So I got into guitar, taught myself how to play it off of YouTube, and then I decided to switch over to playing bass guitar, which happens to be really fun too. So that's how I ended up playing bass guitar after.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Raph, you?
Drums.
Drums, percussions.
Really fun to play. I started when I was 13.
Oh,
He was
wow.
actually there when I started. He was
Crazy.
my neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So that's how you guys know each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
Elementary school, during
Yeah.
my horrible playing when I was 13.
I heard her in the garage, like playing the whole time, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I play guitar."
Did you ever have the courage to go over and be like, dude, let's practice?
Well, I mean, I think our parents did it for us. Yeah. They were just like, "Oh, he plays guitar, he plays drums,"
Yeah, shit,
but we never
actually
played.
played,
Yeah, until like recently.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing, so how did you guys all meet Clayton then? Because he seems like the black sheep in this. No one said how they know Clayton.
Yeah. So I just got out of a a band in high school, and then
Wait, we were discussing this in the car, or I was like, wait, we gotta the backstory.
Yeah, so basically the backstory was I just got out of a band, and like it was like I went to college, and I was like, I want to play in a band. It's been a while since I played in a band, so I went on this website called bandmix.ca. I think that's where it was, and I was looking for a band, and then I saw a Billy Talent picture ad, and I was like, okay, this could either be sketchy and fake, or this could be legit. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. So I clicked it, I sent a message to it, and then I got a message back from Ariel, and the thing was that at that time, I was single too, and I thought Ariel was a girl.
Oh. These were the wheels. You were putting on the wheels.
Exactly. So but also I was thinking it would be kind of cool to play in a band with a girl.
Right.
I've never played in a band with a girl before, so I think it would be kind of cool. And so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, let's meet up. Let's see, if you like Billy Talent, I like Billy Talent too. Let's see if we can
Create some sparks.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice red hair.
We'll throw a little jam session, then dinner. Yeah.
But so I was like, okay, let's meet up at Square One. I went to Square One. I was waiting outside of Walmart, and he's like, yeah. So I'm just in the Honda Civic or Honda Accord, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I went up to the car, and I just got in. I literally just got it, and then I just jumped into the car. Yeah, and without even thinking about it, I was like, "Oh my god, this could have been either the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life, or one of the greatest things I've actually done in my life." Right?
Yeah, so it turned out to be the greatest.
I want to know how many other cars you jumped into though.
That was my first, man.
Never forget that.
I'll never forget my first.
You had too much confidence going into it. So that's how you met Ariel.
When that was happening, we were in Centennial.
Oh shit, no way.
Yeah,
so this is near the end though, right? This is probably, were you still in the program and everything?
Yeah, I was still in the program. And it was on a weekend, and I was looking for bandmates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You didn't like our sessions at Long McQuaid, that's
No.
what you're saying. I just wasn't good enough, I guess. For I guess everyone else watching this, so me and Errol used to go to school together. We used to go to college. We were in the same program, so that's kind of how I know him. And we've just kind of kept in contact through Instagram and texting. He never answered my call. That's that kind of thing.
It was on WhatsApp.
That's true.
I never opened that.
That's fair. No one likes that shit. But yeah, so we're still talking today, which is really great. Now you have a band to show for, and you actually have quite a few songs on Spotify now, and iTunes, and I'm assuming YouTube.
Yeah, Live League, everything.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Live League.
It's not Live League.
So I guess now the next thing is how the band kind of built your friendship. You guys are all seem pretty close together now, and you guys are playing at shows. So what's it like now? Is your band your group of friends? You guys are? It's just you guys now. What's going on?
For me, I could say they're my only friends right now. That I hang out with in the Saga.
Outside of
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to have friends back in high school that I used to hang out with all the time.
They can't play music though. So.
No.
Fuck them.
So they're not even friends at that point.
You know when you have that high school group?
Yeah, it slowly fades away.
It fades away, and then I was always looking for a band. So, once I found everybody,
You were also looking for a singer too, right?
yeah, back in when we were at Centennial.
Yeah.
Before, yeah.
Looks like you never found one.
I know,
But-
I became one.
You became one, and to be honest, it's not bad.
Yeah.
You definitely have that. You definitely have the punk kind of sound,
Yeah.
right? A very Green Day kind of singing habit.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear when you sing in softer songs.
Which makes sense, because I remember being in your grade 9 French class and you would draw fucking sorry. Oh wait, I can swear.
I think I swore twice.
Hey,
fuck it.
There we go. We're not going to get monetized anyway.
Yeah.
No one watched this. No one watched this.
We did, however, get monetized by Real Madrid one time.
Yeah, one time we were doing like
We
a
used the
sports.
video.
We were doing a sports podcast.
Yeah.
We were just reviewing like highlights and like the Raptors game. And there was one video that he's like, "Have you ever seen Sergio Ramos?" We might
So
not
he
even
was a
do.
soccer player,
Yeah.
We don't want to get copyrighted again, but we played the video and we reacted to it because he's like, "Have you ever seen it?" And it was like pretty much the commentator just went off. You do a good impression.
No.
Yeah.
I will pass.
It's something to do with a nipple erection. That's how good it was. It gave the commentator a nipple erection. So we watched it, and then Real Madrid decided to steal. Yeah. So Real Madrid decided to copyright us and steal all of 102 views.
Oh,
That was like 2 cents revenue. That was gonna make us go big.
I mean, Real, recognize Real. I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good pun right there.
That was bad.
Real Madrid.
sorry.
I get it.
What were we saying though?
I was gonna say in grade 9 you used to draw fucking like Green Day shit on your French notebook and shit.
Yeah.
You were really big into them back then.
So were you guys friends in high school?
Not until like grade 10. Grade 10, yeah, like music class and kind of thing.
Yeah.
We started
So
jamming.
you guys
out.
you did like band and everything together?
Yeah, we did like the instrumental band. I played trumpet and he played like he alternated between bass
You
and
played
Yeah,
sax. You
yeah.
played bass a lot.
Yeah, I was playing, first I did, I don't even know what it's called.
You did the sax, right?
No, I didn't do sax. It was like that huge thing. I don't know.
Was it like a double
Was it
bass?
baritone sax though?
Baritone.
Yeah, it was a sax. It was like
Oh, well, I don't know.
that big thing. That big
It was a
thing.
baritone. It was like huge.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. This could be like any of the brass instruments. Trump, like French
No,
horn,
it like
tuba.
it sat on my lap.
Oh,
it was
it
just
was
like,
a tuba then. Was it a
Yeah.
tuba?
How many keys?
Yeah,
did-
that's
how
a
many
tuba.
buttons did you have? You only
Three.
yeah,
Tuba. Yeah, it's
tuba.
not a sax. It's not.
No, I swear it's just baritone. It was just called baritone.
Oh, maybe the baritone.
Yeah, it's like some next thing.
Okay,
I don't know. And then you did trumpet.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
trumpet the whole way from middle school to end of high school.
Yeah, and then I left music for like 1 year, and then I came back,
Yeah,
but I couldn't play the thing anymore, the baritone.
yeah.
So I did the bass.
Bass at that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember reading that sheet music.
Oh, I was so bad.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at sheet music.
Do you just when you write music, do you ever write the notes for it, or how does this? Yeah, making music. Let's get into this.
Oh, man.
So like, there's a lot of steps in making music. So
It's like the process, just like coming up with an idea for a song,
Mm.
and then putting like a melody or whatever to the song, and then coming up with the lyrics, and just how does that all come into the finished product, pretty much.
Yeah, you can speak first.
I don't even know how to describe it.
I got a
I
lick
start off
cramp.
with I start off with like a riff,
Right.
on like something musical, I guess. You know. and
Clayton
then-
has a leg cramp.
I got a leg cramp.
that's our first intermission. that's fine.
It's like when it comes, I like shake my foot so much.
Your leg asleep.
No, I got.
Does it ever help like if you like stand on it though, like you put all your weight on it?
No, it hurts.
Oh,
That's why I shake it. When I shake it, oh, there we go. All right.
wow!
Okay, I feel better.
Shake.
Quick fix.
Quick fix. Yeah.
That's what.
Sorry about that, guys. My foot broke.
No worries. Absolutely. So yeah, let's get back into it. The process of how you guys make music, and there's probably a lot of aspects because there's 4 of you making music. It's not just one person, right?
Yeah, it's not just like recently, we started all writing music, all the songs and stuff, which is better, I think, because then everyone can contribute to it rather than just like one person,
In terms of like starting a song out and like the bass idea for the song.
starting
Yeah.
a song out.
Yeah.
And stuff. But in making music, I guess, back to the question.
Yep.
I guess you start with music first, right? Like on guitar or bass or whatever. And, I don't know, you like what you make, and then, you move on into making a vocal melody or something, like to put, your lyrics over. Make sure the lyrics, like the words, match the vocal melody on top of, the music you made. And then
Do you pass this around through like your group members, or like at the time when it was just you only had yourself, right? But now I'm assuming that's kind of that process have changed, or is it still kind of the same?
kind of the same still. Yeah, similar.
So this is the recipe to make a one-hit wonder. That's what you're telling me.
I wouldn't say one because none of our songs are like, huge yet.
You don't know that yet.
We're a 5 flop wonder band.
It took like years before like
Yeah, yeah,
18's, like Ed Sheeran's 18 became popular.
yeah.
Doesn't mean it was a bad song, right?
Yeah, it comes in like later on.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys gotta go on podcasts and talk about it and then, I don't know, busk in the middle of the street.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
We did a little bit of that. That was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You should come by.
Absolutely. Be the one fan cheering right now. I'll play with you guys. I want to know, Raph, music for you, if you're making music, you play drums, like, how are you going to be making, are you just kind of humming these melodies to yourself and then how does the process go for you? I feel like playing drums is probably the toughest to make music
Yeah.
because you just have a rhythm, right?
Yeah, that's what we were struggling with today with Jacob's song. It's kind of hard to know where to come in, but I heard like the melody and rhythm and everything to the lead guitar, and it's easier with the bass, like with your song, because you said with the bass.
Well, you just need like a rhythm in general,
Yeah.
right?
And it's a lot easier to hear it. What's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So then where does the lyrics come into this? Are they done first?
They're done first, right?
Okay.
Usually they're done first, and then I just think of the bass.
Yeah.
I follow
You just
the
try to
bass.
follow it, okay.
Yeah.
Is there ever like, you guys have like a Hotel California song where you're like, just the instrumental's so good and then you have to find lyrics for it? Or
Is that how it
happen to
worked
you?
with the song?
Yeah,
It was
so.
Hotel California.
Yeah. I think
Sometimes.
No idea.
I think he was like, one of the artists was like just playing it by himself, and they were like, "Hey, this is really good." And then the rest of the band was like, "We're making this a song." And he was like, "No, I don't want to. This is what I like to play." I think that was like his warm-up song or something. And I took it. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
Is that funny? We were talking about Hotel California.
We were talking about
yesterday.
Hotel California yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow, the energy is just in this room.
So building off that, what are some of the influences? Like, how are you guys making music? What are you listening to? What's deriving the kind of music you produce, right? I'll let
You guys,
Jacob
answer
answer that
I'm sure
question.
you guys know
Sure,
that.
sure.
Yeah.
So I'm writing one of my own, one song for the band that I started with
Okay.
in the past few months. And it came from just listening to different bands in the kind of genre that I want to go for, I guess.
So what genre is that?
Kind of like emo pop punk kind of thing. So if you know of like Say Anything, Mom Jeans, like those kind of bands.
Right.
Modern Baseball a little bit. And then it's not exactly like taking stuff from those
Yeah,
bands.
but it's like you're appreciating the style.
Yeah,
So
you-
you're
Yeah. And you
accenting
recognize
it.
cool things they do, and then it's not like taking from it, but you'll come up with something with that in your subconscious
Right.
kind of thing. And
Yeah.
it meshes together different stuff, so it's like original.
So how many moments are you just like coming back from school or work or whatever, and you just have a melody in your head, and then you're like, okay, I need to put this down right away.
So many times, dude.
And how
I'm
many
not
times?
like that, actually.
No?
I'm not like that.
Oh, really?
My shit's like, I'll have like a sentimental day or some shit. It sounds cheesy. yeah, and then like,
Get into like a room and just
yeah, get into my room, fucking get on the acoustic guitar, and I'm just like, man, everything I'm playing right now is so
So that's where the emo comes in from. That's because
yeah.
You're just sobbing while you're playing.
It's like positive emo. It's like, it's gonna get better emo, you know?
So I guess that's like a big move into the next, like segue into the next thing.
Yeah.
What is like? There's a lot of songs you guys have made and you guys are making. I mean, you're not like you don't have double albums or anything, but you just recently released, I guess, a half album
Yeah, a 5
or
song
an
EP.
extended EP. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very good, by the way. It's amazing.
Thanks.
So I forced him to listen to it, and then he just voluntarily listened to it.
You wouldn't send me the name of the band for the longest time.
I sent it. I
And I was
told
like,
him
bro,
to.
send it to me. And he's like, okay.
You're like, yo, I need someone to listen to this with me, you know?
Oh,
I can't listen to it by myself.
I just I told him the name, but I guess I like never texted him, so he didn't know what to search up. That's on me.
But I found it very good. Enjoyed it actually.
Nice.
Thank you.
From a man who likes Nickelback.
No.
Canadian. Good Canadian band, right?
We make a
Do what
song
they do.
like Nickelback, you know?
About that?
Yeah, we'll let you know. You'll be the first.
I'll be my ringtone.
Yeah, oh
Alright,
yeah.
I'll bring that back.
Nice. Whenever Ariel calls you in the Blue Moon for a second podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess that's your inspiration. I guess you three still have to answer this question. What's your inspiration for
You
music?
guys grew up listening.
It sounds like you like Billy Talent.
I love Billy Talent.
You almost dated someone off of Billy Talent picture. It's okay. When we went to school, When we went to school, I thought he was a girl and he thought I was a girl.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is true.
Because your name was Ariel and my name was Renee, so like, we almost had the best click ever.
Yeah, no.
I forgot how we met though. Like,
I think it was either through Eric or no, it was when we had to do that assessment. Like the first day of school, you have to go and take a test. If you have to if you're dumb enough, you have to take an extra class.
were you were you in the gymnasium?
No, we were in the the place with like the giant living wall.
Oh.
It was like the mezzanine to like the library, and you were just waiting. And I was like, "Is this the right class?" And you're like, "Yeah, I think it is." And then that's when you and the guy Prakash
Oh yeah.
were there, and then you guys, and then he just, I didn't even know this guy. Like, not Ariel, this guy Prakash, and he just instantly was like, yeah, I was just chilling with my buddy Ariel. And I was like, okay, so there must be high school friends. I thought that for years. I just showed, like, my buddy Ariel, like, I'll show you, man. Like, it's dope, man. He just shows me a bunch of weed on his phone. He's like, yeah, I just, you ever need? And I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, I he had some in his bag.
He always smelled like weed.
And then he was like, I'll cut your hair too. Or
Dude, he tried to.
Bro, cut your ear off, bro.
That was his backup plan. He's like, if I don't become an engineer, man, I'm cutting hair. And I was like, oh, nice.
That's fine.
Big plan B, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just like, he would try and cheat on like the simplest things. There was like one where it's like, we had to like take apart a computer in a lab. And then like, it was just like, you unscrew the side panel. What the? How do you do that, man?
Oh, those kids, man.
But I'm guilty. I was like ripping off views.
That's fine though.
Like man, some of those questions were so hard, like the math questions. Like I was like, dude, no, how did you get that answer, dude? I was like, look at my calculations, man. Like I can't get it. And then you just show me like, oh, you fucked up here or something.
It's fine. Just you were almost there. You're like 99% there, except for the 99.
Yeah. The 1%.
But yeah, so that's how we met. Just the first day of school, and then I was like, I had no friends, and then he had Prakash, which is his best friend.
We just met.
You have a dealer, so.
On the first day, you got a barber and a dealer. That's
Your life
networking.
set,
That's fucking networking.
Bro, you got fades and fade. You're getting faded. I don't know. This is bro, fuck it.
I don't know.
He would just walk into class one day and be like, check out my phone. There'd just be like a naked chick on his phone, like, nice, man. And he's like, so give me that math homework? That's not a trade. But yeah, that's what
He did that with you?
Oh, dude, you,
Like,
really, and Eric, and you. But I guess like, you're like, just,
not so much me, you know.
but I think you're the nicest of them.
Yeah. I felt bad. This man's hustling, selling weed,
he's in
and
Saga
hair, you know.
He's in Saga somewhere. You watch out. You'll run into him.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so I wanted to know, back to, I guess, the topic of conversation, your inspiration of music, your bands, your favorite bands.
As a kid, I just listened to Billy Talent all the time and Green Day. And then I sort of like started to get like into the heavier, like more punk, more like, I guess like, metalcore kind of stuff. High school turned emo. And I just, honestly, ever since I've been listening to the same type of music. And I mean, I've been sort of listening, like sort of changing like between genres. Like I listen to like pop here and then sometimes, but like it's like the most poppiest pop, and then it's like heavy metal. You know, like
Right.
those are like there's no middle. Yeah, exactly.
It's like Justin Bieber's new Yummy track and Falling Leaves by Billy
Yo,
Talent.
what's he talking about in that song, by the way, man? Yummy, yummy. What's yummy? I don't know.
Dude,
These are white I'm just gonna call this yummy. Yummy, dude.
yeah, I think he was like begging for that track to be like number one. He's like, guys,
Yeah, I
he was
saw
asking
that.
about, like,
I
Vine
saw
stars
that.
and stuff to promote it. He's like, I need this to be number one.
He's like, stream it overnight so it gets the number one.
yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
yo, it's kind of sad. Don't fall like this.
Yeah.
I think like, I don't know, like I ever wonder, like I don't know if he hates that song. Like, was he like, he made the song and he's like, in the recording studio, he was like, you gotta do this, like you're in a record deal, like, here's, someone wrote this for you, you're gonna sing it. And he's like, okay, and he has no choice. Like, I don't know how it works. But then like, how many times do you think artists just make a song that they hate and they're like, we were kind of forced to do this?
Probably pretty often.
Yeah,
If they're on a deal like that.
that's
yeah.
true.
So is there ever a time when you guys are like halfway done a song and you're just not feeling it anymore, but you're like, fuck, we're kind of halfway done here. We just want to finish it out.
Yeah.
Or how does that work?
It sometimes
Like,
happens,
yeah.
but like we just keep pushing through
Yeah.
with it. We
No,
just
no.
we
We've
put
had-
songs on the shelf,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they like stay there for eternity.
You just put it on the shelf and it never comes back.
Is there like a way that you think you could go back to it? Like you put it on the shelf, you're like, you know what, the first half is fine, but we played it like 30 times. There's no other half, and now I'm bored of the first half. Would you ever be like, I found a new riff that kind of fits with this? Do you think you'd
Yeah.
ever recycle it, or is it?
Come back to it,
Do you think it's gone forever?
If it works.
If it works, we don't revisit that often, though.
Dude, we
in
have,
all
like-
honesty,
we have like 3 songs
Yeah.
on the shelf. Remember, like the plan,
the punk one.
the punk one,
Yeah.
that reggae sounding one.
Familiar faces. I like that
Yeah,
song. Though. We should
yeah.
bring that shit back.
Bring it back. Yeah.
And the first one, what was
Cure
it
Me.
called? Cure Me, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's staying on the
Yeah,
shelf.
they're all-
yeah, that's always going to be on the shelf.
It was like half finished, and then we were like, alright, we're not doing that
Yeah.
anymore, you know?
Dude, it happens all the time. Especially like, I mean, when you have to like, do you feel like you have a need to keep creating new songs, or like, do you just wait till it comes to you?
Definitely now we do because we want to put out an album and we need way more songs than just the 5 we out now. We want people to actually listen to new music, right? So,
Right.
yeah.
For me right now, I'm just trying to feel it.
Well, you have a
Yeah.
song that I listen to, which is called, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name,
What was it?
Expectations?
Yeah, higher expectations.
Yeah.
Higher, am I allowed to say that? We can cut it out.
Yeah, no. Well, we already released your song too, just now. Like, no name, but like,
Yeah, we
Was
said
the
it.
audio?
I said it,
Well,
he
I
said it.
yeah.
You know?
True.
So,
Okay,
there's a song coming.
There's a song-
There's songs coming.
There's a song that-
Plural. For everyone that's hearing this.
all I can say is I'm excited for it, because I love it. Jacob's riff is fucking my favorite riff.
And it's changed so much, and
No. I told you not to.
oh, my riff in his song?
Yeah.
Oh, I kept that shit. I kept
Okay.
I kept that.
If it's different, we're creating a new song with that riff. We're bringing it back. But yeah, so I got to hear that, and I guess like, you guys already have a name for it, and it's like, I guess mostly finished, but like, how do you pick a name for a song? Do you feel like it has to be something important from the song, or do you think it's like the first 3 letters that you say?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck?
I don't care about the name at all. Like,
So what about the band name?
oh yeah, the band name, yeah.
Alright, so someone tell me how they did.
Dude, we went through
Oh
so
my
many
God,
names.
yeah.
I don't know. You guys.
Honestly, I'm when friends bring out my old band name, I'm embarrassed, bro.
What is it?
So
You gotta
bad.
bring it up.
Okay, the first one that we had was called it was called Corbin's Cabin.
Corbin's Cat.
Actually, it's Corbin.
It's Corbin.
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 Yeah.
Corbin's
You don't even
Cabin.
know
Not
your
even
own
Corbin. Yeah, it's suppressed down there. It's bottled up.
You made fun of him so much, he mentally just
Yeah, it's like PTSD.
So Corbin, that's not terrible. Like I don't know the context behind it.
There is no context. That's why it's so bad. It's like, who's Corbin? What's his cabin?
Well,
Everybody
actually, like, it started off, like, when, like, we were just, like, chilling, and we were like, yo, we love, like, space and aliens and stuff, and we were talking about, like, Ancient Aliens, the show, and then we're like, yo, what if, like, Corbin is, like, just this alien dude, and, like, from what I recall, is,
You
like,
just built a persona. On
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
we were trying to
it was,
build a person,
yeah,
yeah.
and like it was like sort of like an alien, like in
all
a
coming
tree
back
house
to
or something. It was
Yeah.
weird, but it was kind of interesting. And then yeah, that's sort of how we.
At least it's
Killed
not. At least it's not the craze. I heard there's a band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Oh, they're sick though. They're
sick.
psychedelic, though, right? Yeah.
That's
a sick name, though.
So like you guys could have just had Corbin's cabinet and then just built on it like concussion. Add whatever you want. Just keep going.
Corbin's cabin and the lizard wizard.
Corbin's captain, a concussion addict.
Oh my god.
I was into gorillas at the time. That's I think 'cause, like
So
I was
was
thinking Corbin. Like you know how they have like those characters.
you
in
were
Gorillas?
also thinking of a Corbin persona.
Yeah. Like I was thinking like that's where the thing came from.
Yeah,
right?
like we were just
because
like
we want a character, right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was sort of that thing. It was like it'd be kind of cool to have like a character that represents all of us, you know. And so we like sort of just thought, you know. Aliens. I don't know. We were just talking about aliens.
I think
one day.
we try to mix everyone's like
Yeah, exactly.
like we're like this is more like appearance wise. Like if we drew them out,
Right.
Yeah.
Hurt and Drew, you know.
So was this the first band name? Then you moved on to another one that isn't VacantSpace. Like how
Yes.
many did you have first? Let's get that out of the way.
I think 4. Do you think 4?
Yes, it was
No, we had four. We had four.
So did you each bring a name forth? Or like...
We actually, like, when we were choosing our name to be VacantSpace, we were, we actually put out on like Instagram, like, a choice between two different names.
No one replied, so then...
Exactly. No, that's what we thought. But people replied to that, and people were, like, choosing, because, like, you could, like, choose two options, right? And, like, people chose VacantSpace, and we're like, okay, I guess that's it. We're VacantSpace.
And the name that they were choosing against was also space related.
Yeah,
it was Last on Mars.
Last on Mars, yeah.
That's cool.
Which is a cool name.
That is a cool name. That's a good name, actually.
Oh, damn, we should have been last on Mars.
Last on Mars.
Oh yeah.
But then we were thinking like 30 seconds
30
to Mars,
seconds
Bruno
to
Mars,
Bruno Mars, yeah.
Sure.
And then we're like...
There's a lot of Mars out
But
there.
anyway, we put it out to the people and VacantSpace won by
I don't know,
us.
sometimes bandwagoners make money off it, though, right?
Yeah.
Some guy's name was like Bruno Mars. People would be like, who the hell is this
Bruno Mars.
The Italian knockoff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I guess now we kind of want to talk more in depth of your songs and like which songs you guys wrote and I guess back on track. You never even said who your idol is.
Oh, right.
What your music inspiration comes from.
Yeah.
We made fun of Justin Bieber for like 10 minutes, and your idol could be Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
I mean, did you finish
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I know you have so many.
I have a lot, but like the main ones are Billy Talent. I've gotten sort of into Billie Eilish lately,
Me too.
and I don't know, her music's actually so freaking sick.
I never really knew who she was, but then I used to listen to Ocean Eyes, like a remix from a DJ.
Yeah.
I didn't even read who the feature was. It was not even a feature; it was her song just mixed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is like a great study song. So I studied it and I listened to it for like years. And then she became famous, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I vibe with her. Like, she's young, she's talented, and all that stuff. I was like, I don't want to like.
She's young, she's talented.
But then after I was going through like music that I like had on my like old phone, and I was like, Billie Eilish. I was like, what the heck? And I just like, there's so many cases where I'm just like, people pop
Just
up
like
on the map.
Billie Eilish, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah. So, Raph, if you want to talk about your music, where it comes
Right.
from, your inspiration.
I think my drumming style is really similar to Paramore's. Zach Farrell, huge fan of him. Alabama Shakes, I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Yeah.
Peach Pit.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Peach Pit's great.
yeah. Peach Pit's sick.
And Arctic Monkeys, we were just looking.
Oh, nice. You guys have a look at a pre-jam before here? You guys getting in the mood?
Yeah, we were jamming out with Fluorescent Adolescent.
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys. Yeah.
That's a fun song.
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah.
They're so sick.
Your
Man.
drummer too.
The drummer's so underrated too.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into maybe about now that you guys are all the songs together, you're at the band, like how do we record these songs now? And then also, at the same time, how are we getting ourselves out there? How are we booking gigs or whatever?
Right.
Trying to get ourselves, I know you're on a social media presence as well, but like how are we getting gigs and all that kind of stuff too, right? How is that all working?
It's tough.
Yeah.
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 Is it recording or overhead?
No,
The gig part.
The gig part, yeah.
I know
It's
you did talk about, you told me that you guys had like a manager, but then he's kind of not really said anything.
well, not recently. Like, at first, he was definitely there, you know? Like,
But before you booked all your gigs yourself, so you had to reach out to all these
oh
places.
man, no.
It was a lot of work. Like
Yeah, all our gigs were, invites. Like,
Yeah.
You're just invited by, like,
Pretty
a bunch
much.
of bands we played with before, but like the first couple were like, promoters.
It was promoters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you did you have to pay to go play?
Yes. So they take a large cut of your ticket sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like our
6%.
first show was actually at the Opera House in Toronto, so that was like it was worth it. Like having, but like I mean, it kind of sucked to have like a huge cut taken out from that. But at the same time, it was like we got to open up our first gig in front of like a lot of people
And it's
a new
publicity
audience,
too,
right? Yeah, exactly.
That's where it starts.
Yeah. And at that time, you guys didn't have any songs, so I guess you guys played a lot of covers, or
No, we had all our originals. Plus, we had the other ones, but we shelved those ones because it wasn't like as good as like what we have now.
I think we shelved it.
After that show.
Yeah.
You played it live and you got some booze.
How'd you know?
I was there. I paid off my
You threw a tomato.
No, it wasn't me.
Shit, that was you.
I still have that stain, man.
My bad.
So now that you've been doing it for 2 years now, is it a little bit easier to get these gigs, or is it still just as hard as reaching out to everyone you can and like trying to book
It's still
as
hard.
much as you can?
Yeah.
It's still hard, but we know what to do, though.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard to make it happen. Like, we're trying to.
Yeah, like,
Because you kind of have, if you don't have a promoter representing you guys, then you kind of have to come to a venue with the whole package already, like, fleshed out.
Yep.
Right.
So, it's kind of hard to get bands, our band friends and stuff, to, like, pick a date where it works for everybody and then commit to it and then go to the venue and then.
Well, the Instagram voting seemed to work for your band name, so.
Which was pretty cool. Like, the fact that, like, people actually, like, voted on it and chose what they thought they would want to hear, and it was our first, like, I guess, outreach to people to be like, what do you want? We want to hear from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they came back to
So
us.
what? How many followers do you have on your Instagram?
16.
What's up?
Really sad.
Yeah, no, I saw it this morning.
Oh, that's your Instagram.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
The vacant space one. I don't care.
Why do you know that number? Bro?
That's self-promotion right there, you know?
It's like, I don't know. I played
275, something like that.
250,
Yeah,
somewhere around 250.
Yeah.
Drop it.
And what's
Plug
the
your
handle? Yeah.
Plug your handle.
We are VacantSpace band
On pretty much everything. Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah.
Instagram,
And then
Twitter, Facebook.
So Spotify, though, it's just VacantSpace.
Just
It's VacantSpace. Yeah.
Same
We
with
are the
iTunes.
only VacantSpace there. We made sure to check
And on
before.
iTunes too.
On iTunes too.
So that's part,
Only
that's part of
VacantSpace.
the name process too. Like,
Yeah.
Right, yeah. That's why we got rid of some of the other ones.
You mentioned that before. You're falling into where other people had the name. And you have to kind of,
Yeah.
that's where I kind of thought Vacant Space came from. Vacant Space.
From another Vegas.
No, as in like you guys are picking all these band names and people had like bits and pieces of the names, and you have like a Vacant Space in it.
okay. I mean, you guys got a lot of side stories to go with now.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go through, like, say you guys finished a few songs. You've gotten everyone together. You've bass, drums, guitar. How do you decide? Who's playing guitar? I know you guys switch up a lot, especially when you guys do covers. I know you sang for a higher pitch song.
Yeah.
You'll play bass sometimes. You'll play guitar. So, like, how do you decide that? You've written a song on bass that you want to pursue, or you realize that you want to play it on bass so someone else can take the lead? Like, how does it work? Is Jacob the only one who just plays the only thing?
Rap is the only thing.
So you two will switch.
We like
Pretty much.
we switch because like it's sort of like it's kind of cool to have like a sort of like change up.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
because it would change the style of music too,
Yeah,
right? Because
exactly.
everyone's a playing style. It doesn't matter who you are. Like you.
Yeah, but like so far for like the songs we're working on now, like the newer ones, like we all just like I think it just started off on playing guitar and figuring it out, and like each one of it, like Jacob sings in a song, I'm singing in a song, Ariel's singing in a song, and they're all completely different songs, right? And it's just sort of like we like to try out different things. We like to get more experimental with things and see what it would be like and just make up new stuff.
So do you ever like when you've written a song, like are you in the mind that you're singing it, or you're gonna hand it off to Ariel to sing? Since in most of the songs he's singing, I'm assuming he's the lead singer. Is there a lot of times where you've written?
Sometimes, like personally for me, like I write like sometimes I like to do a thing where like it's like I would sing like part of it, then he would come in and sing part of it. So like it sort of has like a Blink-182 kind of back and forth vocalist kind of vibe. But yeah, like that. I think that would be kind of.
So like Jacob, you have a song where you're singing. Is
Yeah,
that end plan? You're still gonna be singing, or
Yeah. I'm gonna have
are you
to.
excited for that?
I'm gonna have to combat the nerves on stage. No, but I'm getting enough practice. I'm basically singing the song 100 times so far in practice. So
So
it's
how like you guys practice how often?
once a week.
Just once a week, but like for almost you guys practice before this So
Yeah. So every Saturday.
It's been like since high school. Well, it was me and you first since high school for every Saturday.
Yeah, back
Since
then we
then.
that's commitment.
Yeah.
Back then we were just jamming out. and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Bouncing off like riffs and being like, yeah, that sounds dope.
Yeah.
It turned into more though after.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted more. Like we wanted the members. Like, we were looking for members.
Right.
And then it just became bigger.
Right.
But the day stayed the same.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, actually, when I joined, it switched over to Friday nights
Right.
for a bit. I remember it switched over to Friday nights for a bit, and then it ended up switching back to Saturdays.
Oh.
I remember the Friday night, you know.
Oh, I remember some
Yeah.
of those actually.
Yeah.
In the garage and
Do
stuff.
you mind if I
Yeah.
shake camera?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
I don't know if
yeah.
it just died or
Sure, go ahead. Absolutely.
Edit that part.